Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today we're going to talk about one of my favorite records of all time. It came out in 1980. It was ostensibly a children's record, and I first discovered it as a kid. I got it as a birthday present, and I just really, really liked it. And even though I'm not a kid anymore, I still listen to it because the music is really good. And this album is Fat Albert and the Junkyard Band's Rock and Roll Disco. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, where are you coming from with this? Well, let me give you some background. So, Bill Cosby is probably best known as a comedian and as an actor, and for people of a certain age, as a Jello spokesman extraordinaire. But he was also a very accomplished man in the musical world. He wrote, he produced, he arranged, and he was very much all about integrating music, particularly jazz and jazz derived genres, into all of his various projects. And one of his projects was, of course, Fat Albert and the Junkyard Gang. And there was also the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. This was all, part of the same Fat Albert line of characters. Of course, Herbie Hancock composed the Fat Albert Rotunda, and I produced a record of a band from London that actually covered it very well, I think. And this was, of course, the band Fletcher's Brew on their album 39 and 47, which I produced and wrote lyrics for. But anyway, Cosby got a lot of mileage out of this. It was a very popular cartoon. There was music associated with it. And one of the albums was, of course, this 1980 album. Now, what really sticks out is the quality of the songwriting. You would think that in the style of many children's records, that it would be just sort of simplistic music, but the songwriting is solid. The studio musicians, uncredited, who played on it were fantastic. And some of the lyrics were really, really good. I mean, I'm talking about lyrics that were better than a lot of pop music then, and certainly now, I would say. Now, this album isn't available on any digitized form, never on CD, never on streaming, although you can find it. People have blogged it and have done a needle drop and have uploaded it to their website. So you can, just Google it. You can see some original LPs for sales on Discogs, but I would really encourage either Bill Cosby or whoever else might own the master rights to this to get it out there because it is a genuinely good album. It was very much contemporary for its time, a bit of R&B, a bit of disco, a bit of rock and roll, a bit of boogie, a bit of, all of the sort of genres. The production was very much in that style of sort of late 70s, early 80s R&B. The vocals were great. Everything was just really good. And it's been one of the albums, when you really think about it, that I've been listening to for the longest, since I had this children's record when I was a kid, and I never got rid of it the way that we might get rid of everything else from our childhood, because it really is a record that is literally enjoyable for all ages, frankly. So try to get your hands on it if you can. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. Like, subscribe. We will see you next time. Take care.